Hello everyone, my name is Francis Borboh Dumbuya. I am the author of this book titled Social Work Issues, Stress, the Tea Party, Roe versus Wade, and Empowerment. The contents of this book were taken from my dissertation and essays when I was studying at Holloway, University of London, Egham. I've also discussed issues about occupational stress and job satisfaction and the impact they have on mental health. I have discussed issues of depression amongst adolescents, and I have suggested interventions that you can employ to minimize the likelihood of the onset of depression amongst adolescents. Furthermore, I have added in this book themes related to the Magna Carta. The Magna Carta is a document that lists the rights and liberties of people, and this document underpins justice. You have issues like the presumption of innocence, that justice should be free and accessible for all, that no one is above the rule of law. So there are issues like this contained in the Magna Carta. Although these principles might not be relevant nowadays, but I think they are still important in the British legal system. I have also discussed issues about the Human Rights Act, which is also very important. I mean, it's very important for us to be able to have a legal framework that we can use to underpin our practice or underpin whatever we are saying if we want to fight for social justice. I have also talked about the Boston Tea Party. The Boston Tea Party brought about the American Revolution. So it was basically about taxation. But I want you to read through the book and make up your mind and have a browse through it. And you'll have an insight into how the American Revolution came about. I've also, at the end of the book, included reviews of journals, mostly British Journal of Social Work. But the most important or the most interesting article was written by my university mate, late Chris Charlie. He wrote a very titillating article about the Sierra Leone police force from the time of the British frontier to the outbreak of the civil conflict. So please, if you don't read any other page of this book, I encourage you to read this article. It is almost, I think, the last page of the book. The title of the article is "The Sierra Leone Police Force, a Force for Good," or something like that. So please have a look at it and make up your mind. I want you to go out, browse around, search the internet, and look for the title of this book, or just type my name, Francis Borboh Dumbuya. That will take you to the site where the book is located, and then you can buy it for yourself. It is a little bit, the hard copy is a little bit big, and it's not user friendly in terms of you carrying it along, but you can always keep it along, leave it at home, and use it as a reference material. It's also good for those who are policymakers, because I've suggested certain aspects of policies in social work that they can employ if they want to minimize wastage in the NHS. I've also talked about Roe versus Wade, which is basically about the empowerment of women and the autonomy of states and to protect the unborn child. But that's an ethical issue, because if you want to promote the autonomy of women, and you're again restricting their autonomy to have an abortion, that creates an ethical issue. But it's left to you to decide. Browse through the book and make up your mind and criticize it, critique it, and form an opinion. And at the end, just to advise that please go out and buy the book and then see if it is worth it. But I think it is, because knowledge is negotiable. It's give and take. I can still recall when I was at university, my lecturer then said, education is the only source of social mobility. But now, on reflection, I don't totally agree with that statement, because education is very necessary, but sometimes not sufficient to attain social mobility. But that's my view. Perhaps you have a contrary view to my own view, but that's what I think. Because you don't necessarily need education to have to be part of the upper echelon of society. All you need perhaps is contact. But that's my view. Now I want to end now and employ you to go out or to browse through the internet and look for this book and order it. And I wish you all the best. And with that, I will want to end now. Okay, bye-bye.